Hello again, this is your host Pearls doing my Let's Play of The Second Sky. And we finished on this fancy lemming room. I don't remember exactly how this is supposed to go, but you have 5 lemmings. And I remember that we could get them spinning in these little circles here, which is clearly what I want to do. So I'm actually going to get that started. 4 of the lemmings start in the same spot, which is really convenient and interesting. And you'd think I'd be able to exploit that, but I feel like they're on like a weird cycle or something. So like, for example, what do I want to happen with the 5th lemming? Because once I press these 4 arrows will go away, and if they all cross them, they're just going to hit them once, and I definitely need to have them cross more than once since they toggle. So I think the 5th one actually has to get on a rotation here, and since these are positioned just so, I have a feeling that there's going to be a collision here, 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 and here that have to happen kind of all at the same time. Problem with this is, you'll notice are they not spaced perfectly? Hold on. They're spaced close to perfectly, but not quite right. You see that? Like the 2 on the ends are right, but they're not quite right. So what I really would like to do is I think I want them, well, let's see, check the orientation here. I feel like I want them to be on the exact same cycle. So like this guy is on the space moving left as this guy's on the space moving left. That way when he is here, and that should be enough to like, because this little square here is the exact same shape as this guy. So I think I want them like bouncing between all of them in a perfect collision. So I'm going to just wait until I get lucky, I guess. And this might be really hard now that I think about it. And it may never line up perfectly, so I might have to just either wait and pray, which doesn't sound like a very good use of time. So what I'm going to do is actually borrow this guy right here until he is maybe ready to go. Now, this may never work out quite how I want it to, but it might get close. I think if I keep doing it like this, eventually I'll find a position that works, sort of. There we go. Those are actually perfectly aligned. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. So now I would like to do the same thing. Those are actually fairly close already. Not quite where I want them to be. Let's go up one just. So okay, so that's interesting. I don't know how close I can get here. Maybe I'll never quite make it. I'm sure if I keep looking. Perfect, there we go. Alright, so I've got 3 of them, kind of where I want them to be. This is the one that's sort of off sync, so I don't think it's going to be really particularly fun to work with, so I'm going to actually leave him alone and get this guy in the cycle. Oh, he is right where he needs to be the first time. Beautiful, look at that. Now the last bit of my little puzzle here. Oops. I want this guy to... I think it'll be okay if I can just get him to hit once. There we go. Beautiful. And that's how this puzzle goes. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Now I just go in and kill all of them. Perfect. Okay, so that was not the most heinous of puzzles. Okay, that's it for Lemming Beach. That wasn't bad at all. I think the last one is actually this guy? There's like a weird, yeah, there's like a secret here that I never figured out how to get to. Let's see if I can't puzzle that out. Actually, let's just restore here, because I see at least one secret thingy, but it might not actually be anything, and it appears not to be. Okay. Oh wait, maybe it's not here that I want to restore to. Maybe it's here. No, it's definitely... Hold on. Is it... What happened? Okay, hold on. I think it's connected to this guy. I think. I actually don't remember how this kind of plays out. So this guy gives me the temporal calibrator.
Right. Now I can hopefully use that seal.
Okay, and then the seal happened, but I don't understand. Okay. So... Maybe? I honestly don't remember how this is supposed to go. I feel like this is the last puzzle, if I can just figure out how to get to it. That would happen to me. Alright, so this is the seal?
Better use this before someone changes their mind.
I feel like I did something out of order here.
Ethro once more felt the
No, this is second chance, okay. So how does this work? Ah, right.
I'd better run. Who knows how much time I've got left?
But I don't want...
Turning brought...
Can I not do that? Hold on. Alright, so this is the right area. So I see the... Alright, hold on. Am I just blind? Am I like missing something incredibly obvious here? I feel like that's definitely something I would do. I feel like it takes my control away.
I better run.
What?
I'd better run. Who knows how much time I've got left? I'd better run. Who knows how much time I've got left?
So,
what? Turning brought down.
Okay, so this is all wrong. What am I doing here? What's the big deal? There's a secret in this level. I have no idea how to access it. It's like here, but the cutscene starts. I am so confused right now. Like, absolutely, completely boggled by what this is supposed to do.
I'd better...
I can't not deal...
I'd better run. Who knows how much time I've got left?
No, I don't want that to happen. Okay, I'm seriously stumped. This seems really trivial. And this is not it. And... Okay. What? Like, seriously, what? I'm half tempted to go check. Like ask on the forums or something. I see the change there. I see the rafts. I don't know what any of them mean though. I can't seem to... escaped it. Is there... I can't come back here after the fact because once you've gone back to the future, that's it. You're kind of like locked in there unless you restore in a particularly clever way. Which is what I've been doing to get these secrets. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna go look because I don't want to waste our time searching for this in a silly fashion. And I think I'm missing something extraordinarily obvious here. Like falling down this hole isn't gonna save me.
I better run.
I don't want... Okay, hold on. Yeah, if I could get to here without it, like, freaking out on me. Forgotten Shrine once north. Let's check something here. Why does that take me there anyway? I actually don't know. Alright, whatever. I'll be right back. One hot second. Okay, I'm an idiot. Or, I guess. Let's do... Was it this? Sure. I don't know why this is the furthest save, but probably because I've been restoring around. So let's actually go to the map. Because apparently I am dumb, because that Forgotten Shrine area is actually part of the present, which makes a total amount of sense that I should be able to get there by the map. So let's take a look. I don't remember seeing it, but it doesn't mean it's not here. Oh, right there, in front of my face. Okay, so now I can do all this cool stuff. Or something. Oh, right, I can do right what I showed last time. Okay. Do-do-do. Alright, so that solves that mystery. Not sure what this does for me, truth be told. Probably not a whole lot. I think I can walk around, though, and that's what I really want to do. Yep. Almost certainly. Okay, that was kind of weirdly hidden. I should have been able to find that. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, God. Oh, it's an archy room. What?
I have arranged for 10 oblique to be pointed directly at the Delver when he steps in the center of the room, swordless and trapped by 4 arrows.
Oh, God. Okay.
The arrangement of roaches and fuses requires that it be he that steps into the middle. No trickery where placing mirrors or creatures there instead. There's no way to block 10 oblique beams with only 2 mirrors. He is doomed for sure.
10 oblique beams with only 2 mirrors. Well, let's take a look around this room, because this looks interesting. Is there a reason why I wouldn't want to just kill these outright? What is this? Okay, that frees the oblique. I probably don't want to do that just yet. Probably have a good reason why I don't. Alright. What is going on here? This locks me in? Okay, so I can't... I guess I don't want to pass this midpoint? What happens if I do this? I get 2. Alright, what opens this? Okay, so I definitely want something on here. There's a okay, so the force arrow goes north, and then these do what? Does anything release these? It's just toggles those, so wait, hold on. Why does he take his turns there? I'm kind of... Ah, so it frees him, then he frees me. Except I'm now frozen. Interesting. There are 10 Umblick, and I have 2 mirrors, which means I would need to freeze. I can't do it from there. Interesting. Is there a way I can freeze 5 at once? I mean, mirrors have a bunch of sides. Like this spot right here freezes several. These guys aren't going. This one isn't going to move. None of them are going to move and kill me. They're just going to keep me in place. Except these two. But even are they stuck on something? Ah, they're on. Okay. I feel like this is part of the answer. The fact that I can get those two to leave feels like it might be part of the solution. Okay, so let's think about this. Do I absolutely need to have these live? Is there a reason why I couldn't have those live? Alright. I feel like the answer to that is a big maybe. Well, hold on. Oh, that's an interesting thought. Hold on. I could use these guys to block the beams of other Umblick if I get them into a good position. So these three could all hit that one right there. They totally could. They wouldn't stop. Interesting. Well, I'm reasonably certain. I don't think this matters. I think I can cross this threshold and have it not be the end of the world. But having them in this plane doesn't do me any favors, I'm pretty sure. I need to be able to get out. Holy cow, what a secret. Boy. Okay, let's I definitely need to be able to block. Okay, let's just look at this for a second. Oh, that's interesting. That actually doesn't block these guys. It only blocks those guys. So, and I'm pretty sure part of the problem, I definitely can't do this, right? That doesn't do me any... I'm not sure why, but it doesn't. Why does me sitting on that do something? So you free them and you... Okay. Because I actually physically have to be on that spot in order for this nonsense to happen. And this guy, on his force arrow, it's only disabled... What disables that? When he... Okay, so they both have to be open. So I definitely have to be the one standing there. Like, I don't see any real good way around that. Without a little bit of magic. And I don't have that kind of magic. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm the one standing there. Can I block... Huh. Huh. There's no particular place where these intersect is the problem. This is really weird, and to the point where I don't actually see a good solution path at all. Like, not even something, a goal to have. I don't get anything. Okay. Wow. Interesting. Are these on a force arrow? Yes. I can get out of here if they were all just blocked. Weird. Because these guys can't move. Actually, that's not true. Well, they could move if I could get over there, but that's not going to happen. But there is no space. What the heck? This is the weirdest puzzle. I don't see the solution. I don't see anything close to a solution. If I move, like... And I'm swordless to boot. That's interesting. I can rotate. It's not going to do me a lick of good. The only thing that frees all of these is the same thing. These bombs. I can't trick the... There's no like secret laser combination that will make the fuse ignite by tricking this. Pretty sure. This is really weird.
The arrangement of roaches and fuses requires that it be he that steps into the middle. No conflict. I have arranged for 10.
Right. That is pretty impressive. Okay. This is... Wait.
The arrangement.
Alright. Let's not do that. Is there a... I can't even get them out of this tiny little room. I do feel like I'm going to have to get those conflicts to do something. I just don't know what yet. Well, that's interesting. Hold on. If they're right here... That blocks 5. Right. Doesn't block these two, though, which is sort of annoying. I don't see how I'm supposed to be able to... Well, yeah, because these all intersect right in the middle. I could put one. Is there any place I could? Well, hold on. I didn't think about this. I think I see something. Those two can get stuck there. So what this means is that covers 3 on that guy. And if I get him over here and pinned over that way, that's 5. And I have to do a mirror sort of orientation for the other bit, but that might not be the end of the world. It's going to be super tedious, but I might be able to. Let's see if I can. I wish I could like get one at a time to go and do that, but that's no way that's going to happen. Let's do one on. Okay, let's get. He's too close for comfort, actually. There we go. Okay. No, because now he's in the way. I'm reasonably sure that he needs to be standing right here and turned around. I have no idea how that's going to happen, but I'm certainly going to try. Like none. Okay. Well, hold on. Can I... Yeah, okay. So I see the linchpin now. Now that's the execution. I think. Oh my god. If you could just get stuck going up, that would be super duper. It's not gonna be like that. Oh my god, this is a nightmare. It's like 600 nightmares. Six? What? Okay. Maybe it's... No, it wouldn't... It would invariably be not any harder or easier from the bottom, I'm pretty sure. No, that's not necessarily true. No, it's true enough for what I want to do with it. Let's try something here. Instead of you going there, let's use this to get one stuck immediately. Yes, this is called science. There we go. I should be able to exploit this in some fancy way now. Oops. Oops. Not quite. Dang. Okay, this is way better than my previous solution. For what it's worth, way better. There we go. Now... let's see if I can't get you to behave. There we go. That should cover... Whoops, not like that. Okay, alright, now I just gotta get the other side taken care of. Good. Well, I kind of botched that up, didn't I? There we go. Okay, this looks interesting. And everything's blocked and I can leave. Alright, that was really awesome. That even looks cool, like almost a glyph or something. Now, I can hit this again, right? And get my sword back and make everything great. How do I leave? Please tell me there's a way to leave. Oh, there is. I'm just blind. Okay. That was a really good puzzle. And once I started using my brain for half a second, it wasn't so bad. I didn't realize there were still Archie puzzles left. That should be my last secret. Hold mastered. Hex yes. Okay. So now I should be able to go to these developer commentary. Yay, master doors are down. I've done it. Welcome to the developer's corner. Blah, blah, blah. Try unlocking all the stuff. I did. Gentry game design element because Gentry is... Oh, jeez. TSS features old, forgotten corners of the Empire where mortals rarely tread. Neither king's dungeon nor high pass, but ancient crypt-like places that expose more of the Empire's origins. Enter the Gentry Eye. Wow. As work was wrapping up on Gunthrow, the Caravel team was already thinking of new elements for the second sky. It is obvious that the Gentry Eye is a chain jump. Yes, Mike was interested in coming up with a way to make a chain jump work well in the DROD space. Mike originally considered that the stake the monster is tethered to would be an intrinsic part of its design. On further thought, it became more interesting to make the tethering emergent property of the room architecture. Early on, we thought about the chain chomp charging forward with its tether broken, possibly smashing through walls of monsters. We didn't travel far down the road, having it move more similarly to typical DROD monsters was more interesting. And there's some serious fancy math going on in here, which, and my favorite song is playing. I'm just happy. Alright. All these fancy things. We needed to work for a while on envisioning exactly how chain pull physics would operate in DROD space. It's still a confusing thing in my opinion. In a Euclidean world, we're used to straight lines being shorter than the more convoluted paths like a zigzag. As you know, things won't operate that way in DROD. Exactly right. Particularly challenging was figuring out how to make the chain look good when both diagonal and axial movements are the same distance. So even though multiple paths are equally the shortest distance between points A and B, we decided to have the Gentry Eye pull the chain taut when forward movement is not possible in order to provide a ground state the players would more intuitively expect. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. It's not perfect, but it's really, really interesting. So it pulls from the front first. Or something like that. We had to think of how the chain would wrap around a roach or an object in. We also had another room object. We had to consider what type of interactions would be most interesting from a puzzle point of view. We wanted the flexible chain to be a primary feature of the Gentry Eye. As a new serpent type that can move diagonally, it would not be very compelling to have a serpent that player can step over. It's true. He must have thought about this forever. So we decided on not letting anything cross the chain diagonally. This was different than how players could step diagonally across the Umplix gaze. Of course, the Umplix gaze is not a physical barrier. It doesn't create an impassable wall. True, you just sort of cheat. This fancy ring binder. Like how he's like got that vaguely lined up. Multiple iterative refinements were required to get the chain pull physics right. It felt good in both puzzles and visually for the player as it occurred on the screen. One game element that was originally prototype for DROD that stayed beneath was a giant ant. Ants would come out of a nest, and the basic idea was that they would leave a scented trail towards a player for subsequent ants to follow. The design goal was to have them move like a brain monster, but without brains, the idea was hard to display on screen, hard to get right algorithmically, so that feature was scrapped, but the graphics were recycled when water skippers were conceived, much to everyone's chagrin. Now, the Gentry Eye feels one of the niches considered for ants, and that it pulls a chain along similar to a concept making a stream of ants make their way towards a player. The Gentry Eye is much easier to comprehend and predict than a swarm of ants. Puzzle games are hard, yo. The designers are actually really clever. See, that's sort of not intuitive to me. It's like, well, I guess it is. We're technically on the right grid, I guess. It just looks weird, you know? For people who like looking at pseudocode, here you can see the initial draft of the Gentry Eye movement algorithm. Holy cow. Wow. That's... I might look at that later, but not right now. I'm just gonna... Here's an addendum to that algorithm that's need to make things work better. Oh god. That's practically calculus. The final algorithm included optimizations and more rules. It became more complex than this. However, we think the practice of Gentry is intuitive to work with and design puzzles around. Hopefully players at large agree. I agree. Unlike the organic or silicate life forms of the Empire, the Gentry, the construct, are ostensibly purely mechanical guardians, but whereas the construct is programmed futuristic technology, the Gentry is primitive, rudimentary, and uncontrollable. The Gentry was laden with its Latin dinosaur designation in order to give the feeling that this is an old creation with a primitive brain, something made in early Empire's annals that was lost and forgotten in deep underground. The Empire wasn't always so extreme in its approach to simulating all knowledge. I feel this name sets an appropriate tone of heralding back to a more naturally scientific early Empire. Before the bureaucracy started squeezing all the creative life out of creation, turning everything into numbers and alphanumeric designations, precision, and clarity, I imagine they started with a more Latin-like classification system just like we did. Neat. That is pretty awesome. Special note on chain link movement. Math! And now I have to walk all the way around. I still maintain that this is the best song in DROD. Or was that thing that just passed. So good. So good. Lots more to look at here. Oh, one little room over here. It's just a song you've probably heard before, but possibly not with words attached to it. What is this? To see lyrics for The Whistler and some other songs, go to the Caravel.
It is not the end yet. Please don't cry. You can start again. Just one. If you die, I can pull some strings, 'cause I'm the guy.
So whoever the singer is really knocking it out of the park. This Whistler is a song featured in the title screen of DROD Architects Edition. The lyrics explain how you really never die in these games, even when you seem to be dying a lot. Pull some strings. Okay, that's kind of weird, but alright. Let's go this way. Soon after the turning, a petition was passed around the Empire. A surprising number of citizens signed it. One time above Grinder, first Slayer was granted a new honorary job as Smite Master, so I got distracted for a second. Ooh, it's a nice rendering of Beathrow. Can I see that again? Congratulations on your new job, you've earned it. I'm first Smite Master or something. I should have paid attention. Okay, hold on. Soon after the turning, a petition was passed around the Empire. I'll read this time, God. A surprising number of citizens signed it. The one-time above grounder first Slayer was now granted a new honorary job. First Smite Master. Yay, me! A statue was erected in his honor and placed alongside that of First Watcher. You know, I don't know if I feel like that should be an honor, because First Watcher was kind of a jerk. Lowest point in the real world. What? The DROD series has featured some unusual themes. There's irony in the fact that Beathrow, a roll-up-your-sleeves, do-it-yourself blue-collar type, ends up being more enlightened and practical than the entire Empire of Knowledge when it comes to saving the world. Yes, indeed. We have also explored the tensions between methods of removing noise versus cleanroom analysis for gaining knowledge. In both cases, information is lost as the environment is brought under control. Very good point. In some cases, the noise that is removed is actually the signal being sought after. Occam's razor dictates that a minimum of necessary effort be applied in order to arrive at a satisfactory solution. When an empire seeks to bring an environment under total control for the sake of perfect knowledge, the inevitable result is that the salient factors are discarded and the comprehension of the ultimate goal is lost in the process. Possibly the same thing could be said of the ephemeral subject pursuits such as art and the creative process. Another theme that we explore in The Second Sky is that the power versus the helplessness in face of the unknown or unstoppable events. Every human being experiences moments where something shocking and entirely unexpected impacts their lives forever. These events seem grand and personal like a natural disaster or intensely personal like the loss of a loved one. When your world is turned upside down, there are certain things you can't do about it, and other things you can do about it, and other things you can't. The story in The Second Sky is a vehicle for exploring the ways as one chooses to cope with life-shattering events. How thought-provoking for a puzzle game that's already thought-provoking. Philosophy is awesome! This is the underside of Lowest Point in real life. It is Mount Timpanogos in Utah, USA. This location was used to model the scene rendered at the end of the city. I did not know that! This is in Utah. Okay, cool. I had no idea. I've always wondered where they got the inspiration for that, but that's... now I know. How to write True Tongue. New weapons. There's no strict encoding decoding, just following a similar style to the one in TSS, throwing up a few native words that sound slightly like topic, like surface could be. Oh yeah, that's that's right. When I would have to write things, yeah, this was good. This was great. The notion that one or two words carries the meaning of the entire sentence because the vocabulary is massive and subtle, but even simple ideas need sufficient context to explain. The language can be extremely precise. For instance, when Beethor asked the vessels that he should be most afraid of, he contextualized the larger problems of the Empire's intentions, interactions with the surfacers that were on his mind. If he asked the same question with a different context, vice versa with your mortality, or you spend too much time alone, or something like that. We've been thinking about weapons ever since The City Beneath was released. Mike first came with the pickaxe design, which survived mostly attacked with TSS. It was introduced as an optimal form of in DROD RPG as the Briar Hacker. Yes, indeed. It still works in this game. Other weapons with special abilities are also included in DROD RPG, but in classic DROD, we want to focus on more tactical considerations. You can see to the spear next. It takes more skill to wield than a pickaxe with a smaller range of complementary attacks and push movements. Its tar-piercing ability was added to offset that. It's a really awesome weapon. Mike suggested a spear variant early on that was 2 tiles long. The builder would be able to push with two more swings, the really big spear. There will also be a new spearman enemy that wielded these long spears. Fighting them would be especially challenging. Ultimately, this team thought this weapon would be too hard to work with and not quite interesting enough over the basic spear. We next invented the staff to complement the sword. The staff pushes in all directions and kills in none, while the sword kills in all directions and pushes in none. It's kind of neat. The caber, my favorite weapon, it was introduced as an additional complement to the other weapons like the staff. The caber also pushes in all directions and kills in none. However, it kills when the pushed monster cannot move further in that direction. That's right. Smashes it against the wall. The dagger is an alternate foil to the staff. It kills in all directions and pushes in none. It's quicker than the sword, and you don't need to turn to attack, but it's weaker than that. Its small size cannot block monsters and weapons ever, so you can't hold them in place. The dart and the ray gun weapons are implemented in the script without needing new game code to support. We think Larry Merck inventing some excellent puzzles around these alternate mechanics. Yes, indeed. Larry Merck is incredible with making things out of seemingly nothing. Do I get to keep mine? Nope. Okay. And some early game ideas. The game had stairs that take you up and down levels at given positions in the room area. The design conceit that also made it into DROD early on. Oops, I missed something. Here's how Mike originally planned out levels for his early games. This one is called The American Adventure, and it was inspired by the CROZ series. Look at that tiny squares in that graph paper. Hardcore! I can't... It's hurting my eyes, it's so hardcore. What's that say in the corner? The American Adventure. Designed by Michael Reimer. Ow, my eye is even worse. The game, you had to pick up health with plus symbols of monster attacks. Most monsters would attack you the way that Ghost and Gauntlet work, where they take some of your health and disappear. You can also collect power gems, the candy cane symbols, and sweeping sword. Okay, so this is like sort of how DROD RPG sort of worked out. There was some support for basic script commands at each level to change things when it gives you a message. Neat. These are kind of cool pictures. There are various terrain like shallow and deep water bridges, pushable blocks and boulders, and crumbly walls. Generic elements, really, but it's still interesting how these made it into DROD with novel mechanics. I agree. What am I staring at here? Hey look, swords and potions. Did you know you could show stuff off like this in an ASCII graphics game? The game utilized a utility that Mike picked up from a guy in high school programming contest that could modify the ASCII symbol to display, so the game had some modified ASCII character that looks like these. It's kind of cool. You squint, you can see them really well. Neat. I like this lettering system, or I guess these might be ghosts or monsters? Yeah, like lizard people, and potions at the bottom there. Awesome. I see some keys. Many bizarre beings inhabit this land. They are hostile, but with my sword I was able to fend them off. There are also side view levels with gravity that pulled you downward. Here's one such level. You can make jumps left, right. If you okay. Interesting. I'm really curious to know more about this. Very strange. Here's a page of some game elements. If you look closely, you'll see that things eventually made it into DROD in some form or another. Pits, waters, deep waters, forests, force fields? Magic key, bronze caves. Sounds like an adventure game. Here are some more game elements. You'll notice that even more elements were translated into DROD. Some just don't apply given DROD's minimalist player stats. Others have found their way mostly by coincidence into DROD RPG. Very cool. I will definitely come and look at this later. So I can stare and read things on my own time. This is really awesome. I had no idea this was here. I made it! Here is a page of the game elements and monsters from an early game. You'll see there was a fair amount of non-determinism in the game elements, but it was still a puzzly. There's a lot you can pack into an ASCII-based game. Lazarus Lex can also testify. Interesting. Okay, I guess I can... Wow. Alright, I'm definitely going to come check this out later, because there's like a lot to see, but I don't have much time to comment. The video's already running super long. So is that it? Are there like more things? Okay, so nope, concept art. Hooray! This is the jukebox. Oh. Oh wow, look at all this music. Where's my favorite? None of these are the ones I want. Dang it, game, you know which one I want. Oh well, that's a good one. I already looked at all these apparently, but I didn't go in here. Whoa! One early suggestion for the CD cover art was to show Beethro activating the temporal tuning fork. While a fun idea, we ultimately feel it didn't portray the grand scope we wanted to present in the second sky. That's a cool picture. The artist we got, Alex, was so good. Here's some concept art for the construct. We decided whether they should have legs or treads. It's actually possible that they have treads at the bottom of their feet, like rollerblades. Who knows? It's awesome! They're a great element. While prototyping elements for the city beneath, Mike had the idea to have the omelet gauge reanimate disabled rock golems. That'd be really strange. This proved too difficult to work with in practice. Now the construct provides a kind of reanimating rock golem that is much easier to fight and design puzzles around. Indeed. With the advent of the world map system in DROD and having the countdown to the turning, we knew early we needed a way for Beethro to plausibly move around the world quickly without running down the clock when transitioning levels. And there's the rapid collection system. Here's a concept of a bullet train that rapidly evolved into the rapid collection system. Hooray! Very cool. What are all these spots for, I wonder? Trains are arguably more interesting than teleportation in this context, right? Right? No one knows! Beethro, sketch of Beethro. Another sketch of Beethro, an inked Beethro. You can see this one on Danfor's desk, Strauss next to the mimic potion and Wubba. Or is that a fluff baby? Or maybe a Tribble? What's the Tribble? Regardless, they're all cute. Buy them all! Whoa, that's a cool face. Eyebrow lifting Beethro. No? What's happening? Here's the original sketch of the RCS access tunnel, because we used overhead stuff this time, which was awesome too! Some of Alex's initial sketches, DROD-inspired engineers. Ooh, this one's really cool. After seeing these, we knew we needed him involved in the art of the game! Exclamation point. Alex did a beautiful job, and on every new piece of art that he cranked out for the TSS, he did a fantastic job. A sketch of the Pharaoh child holds a deep connection with age with itself, hence the glowing symbol depicted above it. It's a really nice touch that Alex came up with. Yeah. Even though the Pharaoh child is some point of some weird plot contention, I think it worked out just fine for most people, even a bit weird. Here are some sketches of the non-specific areas of the Great Beneath. Very Escher-esque, staircases going everywhere. If DROD were ever translated into 3D spaces, we'd want to show off areas with shapes like this. However, at that point would be like difficult to present as a pure puzzle game. Still a neat idea. Here are the original sketches of the floor seals and the chronometric ruins and the sentient guardian door at Nephilim pharaohs. Custom eye characters, eye facing left, middle, right. Custom wall. I've done it all. I will also come back and stare at this art at a later date. This is pretty fun. Someone said that the post-master area is sort of lacking. Well, this has been a lot of stuff. I don't know what they're talking about. Bonus homages and deleted scenes. Robobob made the custom scripting for Beethro's Mansion bonus level. He also prototyped some other game homages that weren't converted into levels, but you can still experience them here. Oh god. Choo Choo Rocket. The goal is to guide the Fagundos, choo-choos, into the water skipper nest while avoiding the Wraithwings, Kapus. They move in the direction they are facing and turn right when hitting a wall. They will die, moving into a pit. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to scan around real quick. What's this? A modified engine?
Ah! What's happening? Oh!
Melon Frawl, no!
What's happening?
What's happening?
I like their screams. That's fun. So I don't... How is this different? Just everyone screaming? Oh, that poor serpent. Poor Candia. What the? This is a family game. Tell you what. Except everyone dies! It sounded like some Darth Vader. No! Okay, that was pretty messed up, but it was still awesome. Okay. I may play this later. This video's gone super long. Okay, I will. I'm definitely gonna do like a little post video. Playing these two little games just for fun. Is this another? Okay, I'll check out the outtakes really fast.
Then we are agreed.
Take care, Half. I'm proud of you. We've had our differences, but you've done more for our people than anyone else I know. That makes you a hero in my eyes.
Good luck, Uncle Beethrow. Maybe I'll see you on the other side. Oh, that's an awful pun.
That was pretty terrible, but
Hey,
funny.
I died.
Everyone's. Oh no!
Yes, if I say time flies like an arrow, then that is a simile because it has the word like in it, which is explicitly comparing.
Yes. So, how about your face is like a rotten peach pie? Sorry. Peach pie? Nice reading.
Peach pie. I love Sten. He's such a good Beethrow.
I thought the Razorans would stand a chance, but I see the patrons have put together a whole grebbing facility of self-replicating constructs. Ooh, let's try that again. But I see the patrons have put together a whole grebbing facility of self-replicating constructs to subdue... I'm leaving that in just for you guys. But I see the patrons have put together a whole grebbing facility of self-replicating constructs to subdue them. You have any idea how hard that is to say? Keep it together. Keep trying. Drop the metaphors and similes.
Speak without these things is pain.
Come on. Speaking clearly is... Nice metaphor there.
I don't know why this is so funny to me. This is good.
Oh, it's you again.
Yep.
May you grow old, fade into obscurity, and on your dying day, revisit 1,000 regrets.
And you can choke on a horse... on a... Sorry.
Oh, this is fun. So many good memories. This was okay. Without playing Robo Bob's little game, this game was everything I wanted it to be and more. This was all fantastic. The Caravel team did such a good job. The puzzles were wonderful. The implementation was wonderful. The story was wonderful. The voices and characters and satisfying. I knocked it out of the park. They just absolutely did. They should be super proud of themselves, no matter what. This was really, really something. And I don't know, I've had a blast playing this, even though it took me forever towards the end. This was really, really something. So, I will come back for maybe a little bit more post-game discussion. Imram did a really good job discussing some of the themes covered in this game. I really like games that have themes in them. Games, I think, are a good medium for talking about things that are not necessarily intrinsically linked to gameplay, and I think the Second Sky did a good job of that. This has been your host Pearls. We may do a little bit more commentary if I try these Robobob rooms on my next video, but hopefully you've enjoyed the series. If you don't continue on, I know I've enjoyed and absolutely loved playing this game. It was totally worth it. Absolutely. Huge chunk of value. This has been wonderful. Wonderful to be a part of this experience. Anyway, this is your host Pearls, signing off. The Second Sky. See you later. Goodbye. Goodbye.